Welcome back to Tales from the Veil. Tonight's story is one that still makes me check every painting in my house. It began when I inherited my great-aunt Elspeth's cottage, a place filled with forgotten treasures and the scent of lavender and dust. Tucked away in the attic, I found it, a portrait of a stern-looking man from another era. His eyes, rendered in dark, unforgiving oil paint, seemed to follow my every move. I couldn't explain why, but I felt compelled to hang it in the main hallway. I told myself it was a piece of family history, a connection to the past. But deep down, a part of me felt like it was watching, waiting. The first few nights were unsettling. I did catch a flicker of movement from the corner of my eye as I walked past the portrait. I dismissed it as a trick of the light, the old wiring in the cottage playing games with the shadows. But the feeling grew stronger. It was as if the man in the painting, with his severe jaw and cold stare, was holding his breath, anticipating something. The air around the portrait felt colder, heavier. My dog, Buster, who usually greeted me at the door, started whining and avoiding the hallway altogether, his tail tucked between his legs. That's when my unease turned into genuine fear. One evening, I decided to test my sanity. I stood directly in front of the portrait and just stared. I focused on his painted eyes, challenging them to do something. For a full minute, nothing happened. The man just stared back, his expression unchanging, a flat image on canvas. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding, feeling a bit foolish. I was about to turn away when I blinked. It was just a normal, split-second blink. But when my eyes opened, everything had changed. The man was no longer looking straight ahead. His head was turned slightly, and a faint, cruel smirk played on his lips. My blood ran cold. I hadn't seen him move. It was as if he de-shifted in that fraction of a second when my vision was gone. I stumbled back, my heart hammering against my ribs. Had I imagined it? Was I going crazy? I forced myself to stare again, my eyes watering from the strain, refusing to blink. The smirk was still there, mocking me. I couldn't take it anymore. I blinked again, a quick, panicked flutter of my eyelids. This time, his hand, which had been resting on a book, was now raised, his index finger pointing directly at me. It was impossible. It was a painting, but it was happening. He was moving, but only in the moments I couldn't see him. He was waiting for me to blink. That night, I didn't sleep. Every creak of the old house sounded like footsteps. Every shadow seemed to twist into the shape of the man from the painting. The next morning, fueled by terror and a lack of sleep, I grabbed a hammer from the toolbox. With trembling hands, I went into the hallway. The man was back in his original pose, stern and still, as if nothing had happened. But I knew better. I didn't hesitate. I swung the hammer, shattering the glass and tearing the canvas from its frame. I didn't stop until the portrait was in shreds. I took the pieces outside and burned them, watching until only ash remained. The cottage feels different now, lighter, but I still find myself holding my breath, trying not to blink whenever I walk down that hallway. Some things, once seen, can never be forgotten. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tales from the Veil.